delicious. Main courses, like the paneer was like very sweet.
Yeah, and I love the paneer too.
What? Everyone is... No, a lot of people liked it, a lot of people really disliked it. For me, it was just like a meh, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was mentioning you. They definitely missed you. Ooh, someone's in my stream. My mic is unmuted so they can hear you. Dude, my throat is so messed up. Hello, I don't know who's joined. I'm guessing it's Nemesis. Wow, you know your way home, huh? That's pretty good. What's it? Hello. Hey, I'm working on my game Collateral. You can see the trailer in the channel. But essentially it's a first-person shooter roguelike that's just got the idea, so the lore isn't completely fleshed out yet, but essentially you have to act as kind of like a gardener for the universe, going to different universes and just kind of like killing off sources of entropy before like the entropic collapse of the universe happens. You can see some gameplay. I can show you kind of like what it looks like. Let's see. Let's go to the correct level for this. But yeah, I was looking at your channel earlier, by the way, Boor. You made Nodi, like Nodi, I don't know how you pronounce that. The perception system, like AI perception thing. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let me show you what gameplay looks like. So it's in a bit of a weird state right now because I'm trying to actively add randomization. That's what this stream is mostly going to be covering. But essentially, it's on Steam as wishlist now. And yeah, it's been going pretty well. This is the first game I've really actually gotten this far. Yeah, I've been having a pretty good time with it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. So, yeah, this is the first level I kind of ever made. It's called Cyberpunk. So the enemies here are all kind of like robot themed. And currently the only thing you can really do as an objective is like horde shooting. So hordes of enemies spawn and then you have to kind of... The next level is Toontown. But I want to expand because essentially I want this game to kind of just be like a canvas for me to be able to try a bunch of different things. Yeah, Risk of Rain 2 is a game that I personally have like gotten a lot of enjoyment out of, which you can kind of see like the... Here, let me demonstrate it more because I think I'm not really highlighting the coolest part of the game. So let me hop into the tutorial here because I think this will look pretty cool. So, I'm gonna have to run through this real quick. Just bear with me for 1 second. But essentially I have an attachment setup that has all of the abilities on it already, so you can see. But essentially what I like to do is kind of like see all of the different abilities proccing off each other. So this is a roguelike, and I kind of looked into how Risk of Rain did their entire proc chaining, and I thought it was really cool. So what that means is like you have abilities, and then as you get more abilities, the abilities can kind of proc into one another. So it's like you could have like a split shot, which triggers like a missile, and then the missile will cause like the other enemies to get blown up by other abilities and stuff like that. You'll see in a second here, but it makes for like really crazy and chaotic gameplay, which I personally love. And then I also integrated this entire system for customizable weapon building, which you'll be able to see here. If you want to try this out, you can request playtest access, and I'll grant it, so you can see. But essentially, so it's like the guns are like super realistic because you could build this out as far as you want. It's like you see how like the scope here has 2 rails on top of it. Those would actually allow for you to put even more scopes on, and so you can just like have an infinitely scoped gun. And then you see like this one, this is like the main thing I was talking about. So it has a bunch of different abilities like homing strike, arc ball, knockback, and stuff like this. And once I equip it to the gun is gonna get those abilities, and then any enemy I shoot with it, it has a chance to proc. So essentially like how the game works is you do different objectives at different levels, and you try to like build out your equipment to be able to scale with the game getting more difficult. It's like this is what it looks like without any abilities on there. Let's see. Right, that still has the abilities because it's on here. So yeah, now I don't have abilities. It's like just basic shooting looks like this, you know. But if I get all of the attachments on there, now I have like a bunch of different abilities, and you can kind of just like I'll shoot a few times. You can see like kind of say chains happening here, and it makes for like really chaotic shit. Oh, thank you for the wish list. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you're interested. Nobody's really been tuning in, but I think the channel's been like slowly growing. So I really appreciate your words there. If you have any thoughts about this, like anything you want to see in the game, abilities wise or levels wise, it's cool. Some things I've been contemplating are I want to make like kind of like an OG Doom 2D style level that wouldn't be kind of just like a wave shooter, but it'd be more of like procedurally generated with the 2D graphics. I was going to use flipbooks for that, and then like the abilities and everything would still proc the same, but you would be able to just like play through like a 2D level with your 3D character, And I think that could be cool. Or just like worlds like that. Like how I see it is like I have the opportunity to just make whatever due to the lore of the game. So this is the other level. I didn't show this to you yet. But essentially like this is the cartoon world. So it's like very over the top, gory, think almost like Happy Tree Friends. Where essentially you're fighting a bunch of different like monsters. And then there's a special objective here where these tentacle monsters show up. And you have to like kill them specifically, so it's not like a horde. But I could see myself just like building out like 8 or 10 different levels that have like just completely different aesthetics and objectives. And then you'd have to like build your character accordingly because like different objectives would require you to do different things, you know. I think it's cool. I think there's like a lot of potential here. I just have to make sure I execute on it well. Which is why I've just been like kind of working on a lot of the less exciting to see mechanics, but like necessary just for the economy of the game to make sense. Where I was now with the dev. Right, I was making the refiner, which is the next thing I'm gonna have to do. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna. Shit, didn't mean to do that. Specialized items. Okay, cool. I wish this was more zoomed in so you guys could see what I was typing. I hope it's visible enough. Oh, which values are you referring to? You're talking about like the folders in my game folder? I used to have them colored, but then I deleted the saved content and intermediate files in my project folder, and that kind of removed all of that. Then I've been too lazy to get back into it. let me know if you meant something else. I can't exactly tell.
Or what? You have to tell me that you're going back.
Oh, dude, I don't know what the hell is this. Yeah, I don't know what I clicked here, but this thing is not letting me click on Jack. I don't even know what to Google here. I guess I just had to close out and open it again. That's fun. left a bottle. Step by step. Yeah, I have Lumen enabled in some levels. It depends really, on like what the level needs. Because I feel like for some of them, like on Cyberpunk, it just looks good with all the lights, as well as like me using dynamic lighting. But on Toon 10, I could probably get without it. What are your thoughts on it? I haven't really looked at it too much. Hey, by the way, can you hear me? I don't know if my audio is just not functioning. I think it's working, but my audio is just... Oh yeah, it's working for sure. Okay, cool. Currently, I'm just in the process of adding a few more currencies so that I could do a little bit more with it. But I kinda don't like how they look currently. I don't think that's a problem I'd solve right now, though. Oh yeah, Ultra Dynamic Sky is easily one of the best assets, if not probably the best in terms of just like buying it. I think like just most people should own it. I'm surprised Unreal hasn't tried to just like integrate it as part of their engine or like buy them out or some shit, because they definitely should. It's just like it's such a good thing to have, and it just like does so much for you, especially with the new weather and stuff as well. I don't know how new it is, but the weather and stuff just like actually immediately enables you to just have like really good vibes, just environments. Honestly, it's like the most boring part of the game development process. You just had to do a bunch of just semi-repetitive tasks to kind of get all of your things set up. But it's worth it at the end, I think. You need to have enough content in the game. Okay, so I had to come up with the UI for this now. Okay. Oh. Okay, so definitely not doing that. Okay. Excuse me. How odd. You turned on the lights in here by mistake, love. Thank you. Why are you always lying, huh? I'm unmuted, by the way. Got you. night, baby. Nah. Feeling productive. Yeah, I said no. I'm feeling productive. Oh, what the? Excuse me. Oh, my God. Right. Welcome to the stream. Oh, hello. I'm not sure if I'm seeing this right. When I see a new viewer has joined, feel free to say hello or something in the chat. I can't really tell if people can hear me, but welcome to the stream. You've joined in a very interesting part where I'm essentially writing a doc, trying to figure out the best way to do the economy of my game. Not sure if you've seen my content before, but the game I'm making is an FPS roguelike, heavily inspired by games like Risk of Rain and stuff in terms of the way the items work and the abilities work. So they kind of like all chain into one another, and you get practically infinite choice with the way I've built procedural gun building systems. If there's any of these things that like, kind of sound interesting to you, let me know. I can just kind of give you a demo on it. Nope. Didn't hook 'em. Hello. Just noticed you joined. How's it going? Let's try out this. 50%, 70%. 50, 85, okay. Okay. We implement this. But I want to set up a loop here. What do I need references to? I need references to the data assets and the potential abilities. Yeah, we can do this. What should I do? Yeah, it should be a data asset to a list of data assets. Yes. Oh, okay. It doesn't need to be a structure. I could go off the game anytime. Yo, how's it going, Nathan Pavilion? Hell yeah. I'm glad to see you tuning in. How's it going? How's your night? Oh shoot, where are you from? Are you West Coast? Oh wait, it wouldn't even be West Coast. Because West Coast would be 9. I'm from New York City, by the way. In case you were curious. Oh wow. That's really dope. So what time is it for you guys? Oh, nice. So my family's from India. I know in India there's like school and work on Saturdays. Is it the same in Philippines, or do you guys do like Saturday and Sunday off? I've never really seen too much about the Philippines. Oh, that's dope. That's super cool, actually. Yeah, we go Monday through Friday. We start in September, and then usually up until 12th grade, we go until June, I want to say. So we get 3 months off, June, September. But I'm 25, so I just work. Are you still in school, or? Oh my, oh yeah, I totally forgot. I just got into chatting. My game's name is Collateral. It's in the bottom. I should probably include it in the description or something of the video. Yeah, I realized I haven't included that at all. That's my bad. I'll update that. But yeah, it's Collateral. So if you want some information about it, it's a roguelike FPS that's heavily inspired by games kind of like Risk of Rain and stuff like that, in the sense that you basically go through different levels and get a bunch of different abilities and stuff, and your goal is to kind of like beat a final boss. I don't have any bosses created yet, but if you're interested, I could show you kind of like a little bit of gameplay through the tutorial so that you can kind of get some sense of what the game looks like. Just let me know. Oh yeah, for sure. Let me show you. So I'm going to show you the tutorial level because it really does cover a lot of kind of the stuff that I'd want to be showing you. But yeah, so fully first-person game with kind of like some pretty decent movement. So you can like jump, slide, all that stuff. I think it's a faster-paced game than a lot of FPSs. But I don't know if you ever played a game like Tarkov or Arena Breakout. But essentially, I took a lot of inspiration from them in terms of how they do gun building. So you see the gun is like actually there. Like I can go and I can see the sight here, right? It's like a red dot. And I can take it off and I can put it back on. But I'll show you some really cool shit in a second here. The idea was basically to give like that freedom you get of like building a gun exactly the way you want it. And then combine that with games like Risk of Rain. Have you ever played the roguelikes Risk of Rain before? So you can even do like cool stuff. It's like this mount here basically just like makes your sight go off on an angle. So if I put that on there and then I put that on, you see it does this. But you're in for a treat here in a second. I said to run through this, but yeah, like everything kind of is hyper realistic with the guns. I really like how switching sights looks. I'm like super proud of that. Like it ended up really good. And then you can even do stuff like zoom in the scope, zoom it out. Although I don't really see how people are gonna end up using that. You can even make like the scope brighter. It's like all of that stuff is just like super realistic in terms of gunplay. And then you get kind of like really wacky stuff, which you're gonna see in a second. I know I keep talking about it, but there's a lot to show. The laser's pretty cool too, I think. That's motion blur. It looks a little weird because motion blur is on. My bad. And so it's like really cool is because of the way it works. You see like on top of that scope, I just added another sight. And so it's like you could just keep building it infinitely. There's a video on my channel if you want to check it out after that kind of shows this a little bit more in detail. It's my latest video that I dropped. But you can like get really crazy with the way guns look. And then kind of like to add to like the roguelike side of it. It's like you get abilities. So for example, this is like the double jump core, right? So I get like a 5x5 grid here. And as you play through a run, you'll get like more player abilities as well as gun abilities. And they kind of like modify. So you see like now I can double jump. Whereas if I don't have it, then I can't. And so it's like cool. I'm hoping it'll be like just unique and fun to play with. The katana is also dope. So I find a lot of my playtesters end up just using the sword a lot, which is a shame, but whatever. If it's fun to play with, like that's how the katana looks. And then let me show you kind of like what I mean by the gun. So like, yeah, I'll show you those in a second too. So currently you see like the gun has nothing on it. So if I shoot, it just shoots bullets and it doesn't do anything. And like if you hover over these, you can see like the light laser has homing strike and split shot. And so what that means is if I equip it and then I shoot enemies, you'll see in a second here, like unless I'm just getting very unlucky. Okay, that's really unfortunate. It's because it's only level 3, so it takes a little while. You see like how that missile just went off there? So that's like an ability there. So you can see it kind of going off. And then you get a bunch of different kinds of abilities. So you see like this scope has a lot of them. So it has like arc ball, it has all of these different things, right? So if I equip that on my gun, all of those abilities are now on the gun. So you can see like the gun has just leveled up a ton. And then it's like, it gets really crazy looking. It's like I could just shoot once, right? And like you can just see like a bunch of abilities going off. So if I shoot, it just gets like crazy. And it's like just imagine like playing through and just getting like a bunch of these abilities on your gun. And just like seeing like enemies dying everywhere, you know? It's like really exciting. If you're interested in playing, also, in the description there's a playtest link as well as a Discord link. If you join it, or just sign up for the playtest and like send me a message here, I can just give a grant and you'll be able to play the tutorial. Currently the playtest doesn't have any other gameplay. I do have levels, but they're just not quite ready to be tested yet. It's like overall the next thing I could show you here, which is like kind of the final thing I could also show, is just kind of like how the gameplay loop itself works. So I'll show you that. Let me know if I'm boring you, by the way. I can yap a lot sometimes, but I'm hoping this is all interesting. So there's a bunch of different types of guns as well. You saw that there. That's the shotgun. Let me just go in here and sell some stuff so I can show you all the other guns as well. So yeah, this is the shotgun, and then this is the pistol. I made this pistol basically by hand. That's really cool. And so this is like one of the first levels I built, which is a cyberpunk level. So the main draw for this game, except for like the gun building and stuff, is really just like the diverse levels. So this is like a cyberpunk level, which is like a really like rainy vibe. Actually, let me turn down the stream music so you could hear the music in the game as well, because I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. So the cyberpunk level is like really rainy and just kind of like, you know, like a gloomy, dark environment. And the enemies you fight are robots. And so you can kill them. The start of any run is kind of just like really slow because there isn't too much going on. But as you kind of like play, right, you'll see like the wave count go up and like enemies get harder. You get more different types of enemies, like ranged enemies and stuff. Yeah, for sure. I can't grant you direct access on Steam. I would have to like have a Discord or something for that. If you join the Discord that's linked in the description, I'm happy to send you like a playtest key so you can try out the tutorial for sure. That'd be really cool if you're interested. Just let me know. I'll post the link in the channel as well. Yeah, it should be in the description of this video, but I'll also censor it here. Hey, welcome. Shoot, I lost the chat. Hey, are you Bobert in this chat? If you want, like, if you want to join voice channel, you can. I'm in there. Just want to confirm it's you. If so, I'll send you the key over right now. Okay, dope. I'm messaging you a key. This will get you the playtest. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Steam and then click on add a game at the bottom left here. And just activate a product on Steam, and that should give you access to the playtest. I like that. But yeah, feel free to like play it, check it out, let me know what you think about it. Once again, it's currently only the tutorial, but watch out for any updates on that, because as I kind of like flesh out these levels a bit more and like finish up kind of like, I would say probably the weekend, I'll be updating it to include like a level as well as like a gameplay loop in there. And I'd love to get your feedback on that. I'm actively looking for more playtesters. If you have any friends or people that you think would be interested as well, feel free to share it and just send them my way here. No, my name in Discord is the Orphan of Kos. I'm in the general channel right now. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the YouTube chat. If you can't tell, I'm fairly new to streaming. Keep like losing my chat window. Oh hell yeah! So what kind of games do you play then? Yeah, like what kind of games are you interested in? I spent like 10,000 hours in Dota 2. I know it's like relatively big in the Philippines, but I don't know if you guys are more of League players. Oh shit, yeah. So a lot of MOBAs, huh? Have you ever tried Dota? I feel like it's a little too complicated to get into at this point. But there was a time where Dota was like the best. I never ended up playing Mobile Legends. I don't play a lot of mobile games. It's just like, I think it's like a little too, like, much for me. It's like too much going on the screen. So I like having like a keyboard or like a controller or something to play with. But I can definitely see the appeal. Which game do you like more, Mobile Legends or League? Oh, the chat is general. So under voice channels, you can see that. But here, I'll send you an invite directly, and maybe that'll get you in there. Here. I'll post it in this chat. That should get you more into it. Really? Mobile Legends has more content than League? That's interesting. I've never really looked into it, but that sounds actually really cool. Wasn't there that Pokemon MOBA that also came out on mobile? Yeah, so in Discord, you see in the collateral, you'll see there's like a section called voice channels. And then in general, I'm inside of there. That's where you'll be able to find me. Otherwise, then no worries. You should still be able to play the game with the key I sent you. I don't know if you ended up seeing that on Steam. I mean on Discord, sorry. This is like, if you're looking at this Discord page, it's gonna be right here under general. So you're in the Discord for sure. I can see you there. Yeah. Do you want me to just call you on Discord? Would that be easier? Yeah. Let me do that. Hello? Oh, whoops. You haven't joined yet. My bad. No worries. Whatever you want to do, like if you want to stream the game so I can watch you play it, that's fine. Otherwise, you could also just send your feedback in the chat of YouTube afterwards as well. Anything is cool. Just want you to enjoy it. I tried doing that, but hello? No, whoops, wait. Let me try again. Okay. I invited you direct. Hello. Dude, what the fuck is going on with my voice right now? Hello? Okay. Yeah, I sent your friend invite already. See right here. I don't know what's going on with the Discord. You can see it here. Oh, that's cool. Hey, I'm making Collateral. So that is a game that is an FPS sci-fi roguelike. I don't know how much context you have on kind of what roguelikes are or what games you've been playing. Have you ever played games like Risk of Rain or Isaac or stuff like that? But yeah, essentially, it's a game that lets you build kind of like whatever gun you want to build, and it has a bunch of abilities on it. Let me walk you through what the. Oh shit, dude. Deadass. Let me show you the tutorial. Maybe you'll be interested in this. I find usually for us, so just for some context here, so you can understand the gamer I am. I have like 150 hours in Risk of Rain 2. In Isaac, I have like 500 hours, and then a bunch of other games like that, you know? And that's not counting my time on PlayStation for either of those. But so this is what the game looks like. It's a first-person shooter, which I feel like isn't really done in the genre, because generally it's like indie games are hard to make FPS, but I kind of wanted to make it, and I wanted the guns to feel kind of like really good. So the main draw of this game is kind of like this. Like, you know how like in Risk of Rain you could have stuff like the Mark IIs, like ATGs, or things like that, but they're just kind of like attached to your character, like they're on there and everything's like that. As opposed to that, like how this game works is abilities are attached to kind of like attachments that go on your gun. So if I take this off of my gun no longer has homing strike on it. And you kind of like build out your builds with multiple different weapons as you go. So you have to like kind of figure out like what items you want on what guns and stuff like that. And it actually like allows for you to have a lot more choice, because you can kind of choose like what builds you want to go for and stuff like that. And then alongside of that, you kind of like get to build your guns as far as you want. So, you know, I'm sure you've seen games like Call of Duty where they have like a little bit of gun crafting, but in this, it's like basically completely procedurally made. So you see what I did there was I just took the scope and I put it on this offset mount. So what this does is it kind of like attaches to the top rail up here, and then it puts a scope on the right side. So it offsets it, and that lets you do like really dope shit, kind of like this. So I take like a scope, like the standard scope that you've seen, and I attach it to the gun, right? And then I can switch. So like, this is already pretty cool, but you'll notice that on the top rail over here, right? Oh, see you later, Nathan. I hope you tune in again. It was really fun chatting with you. But yeah, so on the top, there's like another rail, right? And so what you can do is you can build. Hell yeah, dude. I'm really glad. Thank you for tuning in. You made my night. But yeah, so you can like add stuff like lasers. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cough. As well as just like other guns. So it's not just like this, right? I could have taken like another one of these scopes and put it on top of there. But currently this is a pretty decent spot, so. That's kind of like how the gun building looks. And then you also get these things like player cores, right? So in Risk of Rain, for example, you have like loader that doesn't take fall damage or other like kind of like innate abilities. In this like game, it's like, yeah, it literally is cursed guns. That's actually a big inspiration. You can do basically any of that, right? So I could take an offset mount and then put like 3 offsets in a row and kind of like get my character to hold the gun upside down to shoot. But the player abilities aren't attached to a character. You kind of like build it out as you go. So you can get like a double jump, or you can get like x-ray vision. And depending on how strong they are, they take up more or less these slots. So you kind of like build out your character and your gun like completely modularly, right? And then you just have this katana, which I mean, it's just it. And so I won't waste too much of your time yapping, but essentially like, this is what a gun looks like base, just shooting it, right? It's like if I'm just shooting it, it's not really gonna proc anything, because none of those abilities I picked up are kind of on the gun. But with all the abilities set up, It's like really dope actually. So you can see like all of these different things going off. It's just like a bunch of different flashing lights, missiles and shit, and it really scratches that same itch that like Risk of Rain does. But yeah, so this is the game I'm building. The other thing is, it's not just like one art style. You're essentially, the lore of the game is that you're like this half robot, half kind of like ethereal being, and what your job is to go around the multiverse kind of killing off sources of entropy that are leading to like what is the eventual entropic collapse of the multiverse. So there's like a lot of cool just like levels that I want to build out. Is this the first one? Yeah, literally the attachments are your proc chain items. That's exactly correct. It's like literally, I was inspired by Risk of Rain a lot, but I thought it'd be a cool twist to like let people add to it by like choosing the abilities they want on which guns. So this is what the cyberpunk town looks like. It's a really like rainy, gloomy vibe. I think it turned out really cool looking, and like graphically it looks pretty good, but yo, I'll go through the tutorial again in a second. The kid who wears Adidas. I was just finishing up here with Derpy Tater. But so then you could also have like levels like these. So this is the second level. It's Toontown. I know it seems really clashing, but the idea is this is like a universe where all of these kind of like cartoony characters ended up witnessing something they weren't supposed to. It's now entropy is like rising like insanely fast in this weird cartoon world, and your job is to kind of go there and kill off these weird things called the witnesses. This is what the witnesses look like. I know it doesn't sound like I'm making a lot of sense. That's mostly because I still have to write this all out, and I'll make like a video about it eventually. It's like these like the weird witnesses that kind of like saw the things they weren't supposed to. And so when you go to this level, you have to like kind of go and find these guys and kill them off while everything else is trying to kill you. And so you can just imagine like, yeah, you just go to different universes and just kind of like kill off different sources of entropy. So, and just for you guys here, I want to share kind of like what I'm going to be building next, which is a little bit out there, but I think it'll turn out pretty good, hopefully. It's going to be like a 2D Doom. Like if you guys have ever seen the original Doom, where they don't have 3D models for the enemies, it's going to be like 2D sprites that I'm kind of like drawing with flip books. And then you're still your 3D character with all of your abilities and stuff like that, but kind of like fighting these 2D monsters. And it'll still be the same thing though, right? Where you have different kind of like goals you're trying to achieve, and the way you do it is by kind of like fighting them. And so it's just like you could build anything, right? Realistically, because of the multiverse kind of lore, and it's really cool. The kid who wears Adidas. I won't go through the entire tutorial because I'm losing my voice a bit, but I want to show you kind of like the coolest parts of the game. So, what I'll show you here is kind of just like how you can build a gun. So this is a shotgun, by the way. I don't think either of you guys have seen this yet. So the shotgun looks like this. And then I built this gun as well. Oh, hello. Which is the entropy. So this gun is actually like, if you ever played Destiny, it's like an exotic gun almost. So it's not something you could buy. You have to like find it in the world. And essentially what's so cool about it is when you kill enemies, it automatically generates ammo for you. So you see like how I got like entropy ammo here? Other guns you have to like kind of like manage your ammo for. But with this one you don't have to, because it just generates its own ammo as you're killing people. And then this is kind of like what building out a gun would look like. So obviously you guys in game when you're playing wouldn't just have access to all of the items. You'd have to kind of like find them. But I could just like take this, right? Yeah, exactly like Huckleberry. That's so funny, dude. I think we play the same games. You can kind of see where my inspirations came from. It's like, see, I've done a bunch of shit that you guys couldn't really see happening, but now my gun has gone from like that thing to this thing, which I think is pretty freaking cool. And so you have this gun, and then it has its own set of abilities and stuff on it. I actually don't know if any of these, yeah, I haven't configured any of these to drop abilities. You'll be able to see homing strike at least, so let's see what that looks like. So that's one of the abilities, which is a bunch of missiles flying out. There's also a splitting ability, which kind of looks like that. But yeah, so the guns all kind of shoot like real life, so... Oh, and the muzzle gets hot too. I think the game looks really beautiful. I'm really proud of how it turned out. It took a lot of work, but it kind of got there. I want to make a video kind of covering where the game started versus where it is now. It's like basically unrecognizable. I can show you guys kind of like what it looked like right at the start. Sorry, I'm just like talking about so many random things. It's just, I think, interesting at least. So this is the first ever video I took of the gameplay of this game. This was like back in June or something. But so back then the idea was to make just like a backroom style shooter. So you could see the movement, but it didn't really look very good. Like, I feel like it's almost unrecognizable compared to like what it is now versus like how it was back then. But yeah, I mean, it's really dope to just see you guys here interacting, you know? It's really nice to just like have people kind of encouraging me, because sometimes it's a little bit difficult. You just like spend so much time on something, it's like a little hard to tell if you're actually making something cool. But I think the response has been pretty nice overall. But yeah, if you're interested, you can also absolutely join the Discord, and if you want to just try it out, just to kind of like see what the gameplay is like and stuff like that, I can also send you a code to the playtest. The playtest currently only includes the tutorial, but in the future I'm going to update it to kind of have gameplay in it as well, like pretty soon, once I finish up with this economy overhaul. Hell yeah, thank you. Yeah, let me link you to Discord. Don't feel pressured to join, obviously, just in case you want to follow along and stuff. It's over there, and then the Steam page is in the description, or in my channel description as well. It certainly can be. But I mean, I think the only thing you can really do is just keep powering through, you know? And eventually you get to a point where some people are interested, and that should be enough. I think it's fun. In most of my day-to-day life, I'm just a software developer, so I don't end up doing a lot of interesting stuff. So this has been like a really good outlet for me, just to get some creativity out and stuff like that. It's also always been a dream of mine, as far back as I can remember. I've just always kind of been, you know, dreaming of making games. Back in college, I was still trying to make like 2D platformers, but nothing would really come together. But I'm on Steam now. I think things are going pretty well. Hopefully I'll be able to get this released, and, you know, if even just like one person plays it and has a good time with it, then I feel like I've achieved something big at that point, for myself at least. 'Cause that's all I've really wanted for it. No shit. Are you in New York or Central? But yeah, good night, Derpy. Thanks for tuning in. It means a lot. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, sleep well. Oh shoot. I know. Yo, what's up, Nathan Pavilion? Nathan Pavilion, sorry. What's that up? Pavilion. Oh shit, okay. Did I get that right that time? My bad, by the way. Didn't mean to mispronounce it. How's it going? What are you up to today? Anything fun going on? Oh, you played it? What did you think? Or did you mean like you checked out the Steam page for it? Oh, hell yeah. That's nice to hear. I was going for like a synth wave kind of aesthetic for... Oh, wow. That's pretty long for the tutorial. Did you parkour up the floating cubes? I left a little secret there. Nothing special, but you get a nice little message if you get all the way up there. Definitely not worth your time if you haven't already done it. It's a very goofy little message. It just says good job up there. I figured someone would take all the effort of going up there, and I figured, you know. Definitely don't waste your time on it, but if you want to try it, you can. It just says good job. So I wasn't really expecting anyone to go up there. But I left it in case like someone wants to practice parkour or something, and I figure if you do all the work, you might as well get something, you know. But yeah, did you have any criticism or thoughts you would want to share? I'm super happy to hear them. That's really funny. Yeah, there's no fall damage in the game. It's not the type of game that really like benefits from it. I feel like just a few too many games kind of rely on it. Oh yeah, what kind? I'm happy to implement some shit. It sounds like a very fun idea. I haven't played a lot of Overwatch, unfortunately, so I wouldn't really know where to start with it. Yeah, what's up? Oh yeah, for sure. I just need a name for him. Be in the game? I would have to see about that, because my name isn't even in the game. But if he wants a key, I can definitely send him a key to the playtest. Would he be able to join the Discord? Yeah, if you send him the link, I can send it to him that way. Because if you weren't the Bobert guy, who the heck was it? I'm so confused. But yeah, have him join the Discord. It should be the same link as before. I'll post it in case the chat doesn't show up. Wait, and then how did you play the game? Which key did you use? No, you're good. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to figure out how I can get him the key then. Nah, the game does not run on mobile. It's PC only for now. Unfortunately. it would just be a little bit too much work to try to like get everything working in such an early stage on multiple kind of like devices. Yes, sir. Every single thing you see has been coded by or added into the game by me. A lot of the art, obviously, I buy from like asset stores and stuff like that, because I am not very good at artwork, but I've built a few things myself. This gun, I made largely myself, just basing off of like a model that I found, but I built it. Nah. I enjoy this alone. I've spent like I would say close to like 2,000 hours on it already. It's been like a year of like working on this like 7 hours a day. So I do my like 8-hour job, then I work on this, then I sleep. And that's how I like spending time with my wife and stuff. That's all I really do. It's just been a dream of mine for like more than half my life. I'm 25 now. Since I was like 11, I wanted to make a game, and I finally feel like I have like the programming knowledge and time to do so. So I just want to make sure I do it like the way I want to, you know, get it done just right. I feel like I owe that to myself. This is actually my first day doing it, surprisingly. I'm gonna start doing it more though, just so people can chill and stuff. Hell yeah. I'll be live, brother. I'll just be doing this whenever I am game developing. I think it's a good idea, just to be able to like get a community up and running as well, because I enjoy seeing people like kind of interact with it and giving me ideas and stuff. It's very cool to see. I appreciate you being here. Tomorrow, let's see. Maybe in like 9 hours or so, because I'm gonna go to sleep in like maybe 30 minutes. But I could see myself being live again in like 9 hours, and then working for like 4 or 5 hours, and then I have to head out for a bit. Sunday, I'm not too sure, but then most weekdays you could expect me to be kind of live. Not at this time, but maybe like 3 hours earlier and stuff like that during the day. So I end up working during the day a lot, right? What times work for you best? That's valid. I might be up earlier, honestly. Some days I wake up at like 5 a.m., which would be in like 4 hours, but I don't know, because it's pretty late for me already right now. So I'd have to like figure it out as I go. We'll definitely find timings. I figure at least on the weekends we'll be able to line up a bit. I'll make sure to do streams a bit later in the night for myself so you can catch one once in a while. I can commit to doing this at least on like a Friday or a Saturday, one of the 2 days, if you're interested. Hell yeah, thank you, brother. That means a lot to me. New York City. Nah, not UK. I'm from America. Nah, you're good. I can't imagine it's something that comes up too often for you. Let's see if this works. Yeah, we end up like literally on opposite sides of the earth. It's pretty cool that's even possible though, huh? The world's not so big anymore. So tell me more about yourself. How old are you? Like, what do you do? Oh, dude, that's dope. So you're like what, in 11th or 12th standard? How tall are we talking? Oh, dude, we're the same height. I'm not even lying. That's actually so funny. But alright, enjoy, Nathan. Thanks for tuning in. I'm probably gonna sign off soonish, so I might not catch you by the time you come back, but thanks for being on with me. It means a lot. And I'll catch you soon. Latest next week, you know? We'll figure something out with the Philippines and America time difference. Yo. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see your chats there. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm like almost set up with this. I want to almost just kind of try to finish up on it, but I think it's a losing battle. I'm running out of steam. Essentially, I don't know if you've done any game dev before, or if you're interested in me kind of like talking you through what I'm trying to do. If you want me to, I can definitely narrate as well, but I just don't know if that's interesting for you or if you're just here for the vibes. Do let me know though. Oh hell yeah, so you're interested in that? That's really dope. I love doing it. It took me a while to like finally actually get into it, like proper. But yeah, what I'm setting up right now is just like a generalized data asset structure that I'm going to use to generate loot pools for the different levels, because I want to make it a little bit more robust. So instead of it, because like the original how it worked was kind of like this, just for your context. So like I can just take currency, and then she just like kind of like has all of the items here, and you just like buy it. But the issue you end up dealing with then is that the player, like, it's not very roguelike or random, you know, if every item is just purchasable within a few waves. So I'm currently in the process of doing this big thing. It's gonna be the most boring thing you've seen all day. But essentially I wrote up a little bit of a document on it, and it's still like in the process of getting written. So essentially I'm just like figuring out what steps I need to take to like add more randomness and chance to the game. Just like make it a little bit more interesting and versatile per run. But yeah, so I already finished this today. I got the merging done. Oh hell yeah, dude. Roblox is so lit. I used to make a lot of stuff in Minecraft, but I think Roblox is actually a little bit more of a game engine than Minecraft is. But that's really cool. And so currently I'm in the process of making the refiners, which will change it from just a global currency to a per level kind of currency, which gives you different items with different kind of like ability spawns. And I think that'll make for some really cool versatile gameplay. But yeah, it was nice chatting with you, Nathan. Thank you for being with me. I'm gonna head to bed now. Maybe if I wake up early, you'll see my stream pop up, but no guarantees on it. Oh, what do you mean, in the game? No. You just buy the game once, and then you have everything. I hate kind of like microtransactions or subscriptions or stuff like that. I plan on just like selling the game, because once again, I'm not really doing it for money, right? I'm just doing it to kind of like achieve my dream. So if it makes money, it does. If it doesn't, that's fine. I just want people to play my game. But yeah, see ya. I forgot my hotkey for the stop streaming. So let's find it manually. There we go.